Sure, that ice cream is something that is appropriate for a day that is cold. Look at them, they're all bundled up and still chopping the ice cream. Anyway, nice taste, I'm sure. It has not been a good taste in the second set for Justine Henin-Ardenne. She has just sprayed unforced errors all over this court. 3 games to love, representing 2 breaks of serve for Kuznetsova, now the U.S. Open champ. She's serving at 30 all in this game. And now a chance for Henin-Ardenne to get the break back. Kuznetsova got out to a huge start in that tie break of the first set. Remember, it was Henin-Ardenne who served for the first set and then destructed her, sort of self-destructed in that game. Then Kuznetsova heard her chances in the tie break when she was up. Break point. Henin-Ardenne gets 1 break back, 3 games to 1. Quick reminder, everybody, that it's Rafael Nadal and Sébastien Grosjean next year on Philippe Chatrier. That's a continuation of the match that started yesterday. To follow that, Marat Safin from Russia, who's the number 3 seed this year, will take on Tommy Robredo. Nadal-Grosjean match is Nadal leading 3 games to love, 1 break in a third set, 1 apiece, 1 set apiece.
Oh, wow. How beautifully she stayed low on that one, Kuznetsova.
0-4.
And check this tuck she stays in. Can't do it any better than that. Henin-Ardenne has, right now she's being outplayed. The last time Henin-Ardenne served, 4 unforced errors to pretty much break herself.
Maria Sharapova, by the way, whom we just chatted to, is waiting for the winner of this one. As a result of her win, that was another continuation match that finished earlier today. This match was supposed to be played yesterday, but didn't get underway because of the rain.
Man, more errors from Anna.
The Cluster Musketeer with the...
It's just outside of Court Central.
Get to see the tennis out there alongside the greats of all time here in France.
Don't know what Kuznetsova had in mind for that. She was well beyond the baseline. She tried to chip a forehand. She's best, Kuznetsova, when she swings away.
Boy, this has been a hard-fought match from the beginning. These games are going on forever as Kuznetsov's coach watches this one go again. 4 of the 5 games this set are going to deuce. A bunch of them in the first set as well. It's an hour and 44 minutes of play, not including warm-up time. And we're at 3-1 in the second set. Great point. And a break, another break. In fact, Justine Henin-Ardenne has not held serve in the second set. Kuznetsova will serve, 2 breaks under her belt, and Ardenne won the first.
I remember my mom brought me a frog balloon.
Vanilla ice cream.
Older girls talking about boys.
Playing with yellow trucks.
I remember my cozy blue blanket.
Making bunnies out of clay.
Squishing paint with my hands.
I remember coming home.
On court, Philippe Chatrier, Kuznetsova, who won the US Open last year. Taking on Justine Henin-Ardenne.
Well, that time
won the Australians, right?
Right, that time Kuznetsova went for that shot of hers, that pet shot, that chip forehand, but she was well inside the baseline that time. There's Monsieur Barami, one of the most popular players on the men's circuit.
Okay.
Nice athletic point.
Nicest of the match. Good reflexes there from both. Another look.
Tremendous scrambling from the Russian, but then she's in so tight to the net, she's sort of out of position from there. And Anna gets the last word. So Kuznetsova went from being too far off the court to too tight to the net. Good hands there from Justine. And she needs to battle here. She wants to keep this a straight setter. And Justine will challenge that serve.
Circling the mark, and it will be called wide at 15 all, 4-1 Kuznetsova.
They can have a contentious relationship, Carlos Rodriguez and Justine. She gets aggravated at him, and he gets aggravated back at her. That's her 7th, Kuznetsova's 7th double fault. She feels, Justine, at this stage in her tennis life, she doesn't need him telling her to get going, especially at a major.
Oh, it's a nice play. Well, tit for tat. Very solid drop shot off a drop shot.
And Justine acknowledges that Carlos knows her and her game very well. So she has stayed loyal to him throughout these years, and he to her. She can be a bit of a handful, as you can imagine, with her work ethic and her perfectionism and everything else.
This leans into that one with an open court and saves 1 break point. 4-1 Kuznetsova leads. You're watching live coverage here from court Philippe Chatrier. Women's singles round of 16. Match should have been played yesterday. Kuznetsova serving to Henin-Ardenne. She's winning the second set, but lost the first. Yuma Korea winning the first set 6-2, and Davydenko, Russia, winning the second. David Ferrer is up 2-1 on Gaston Gaudio, the number 5 seed who won it last year. Gaudio up in the 4th. Enarden gets the break here. There have been a lot of breaks here in the second set. Enarden has not held serve. Only 2 games that she's won have been on breaks. So it's 4-2 now, Kuznetsova. Coming up next, it's going to be Rafael Nadal of Spain taking on Sebastian Grosjean, the Frenchman. French Open Championships live continuing, presented by Genworth Financial. Not to forget Marat Safin after the Nadal match. Korea and Davydenko underway. They're even. And the Safin Robredo winner will take on the winner of that Korea Nadal. Excuse me, will take on the winner of that Korea Davydenko match.
Look at this now. Justine seems to be referring to her back, which gets tight when she gets tight. It's where she feels it. There it is again. That's her 3rd double fault. Stress-related back problem from Justine. And we'll see if she asks for a trainer at some point to work it over.
3 serve Garcia bending over there. 3 serve games in the second set. She's lost them all.
You better believe that Kuznetsova is alert to that. Knows that Anna is feeling the pressure. Is Kuznetsova smart enough to play this moment right? She was up 5-2 in the first set. And got a little careless with that lead. Remains to be seen whether she can maintain this one.
I mean, in the tiebreak.
In the tiebreak.
Anna was in front in the set. Serve for it at 5-3. And failed.
See this? She's allowing Anna to get off the hook. And that's when you've got to knuckle down. You cannot play every point as though each carries the same weight. Anna is a master of playing the big points better.
Oh, that flying backhand, and Anna finally holding serve here in the second set. It's 4-3. This is live special coverage, Memorial Day coverage of the French Championships for this year. And as we ride into week 2, only the strongest survive.
It's a substance that's uncontrolled. A powdery application with attitude. It drains the power from your punches, the energy from your legs, sticks to the skin, gets absorbed by the bloodstream, all to mess with your composure and weigh down your soul. It's more than clay, it's a character in the drama unfolding here in France. A mischievous spirit of bad intent, coloring all the action, bringing heroes to their knees and the audience to its feet. It's gritty, it's dirty, it's dangerous, and it really doesn't give a damn. The terre battue of Roland Garros.
And it really doesn't give a damn. I love it there. Dickie E coming up with some outstanding lines. It's Rafael Nadal and Sebastian Grosjean next here on this stadium court called Philippe Chatrier. And then Marat Safin, the number 3 seed, takes on Tommy Robredo. In the meantime, first set going to Justine Henin-Ardenne. The second 4-3. Kuznetsova got out to a huge lead, but it's 30-all in this game now. As Henin-Ardenne has found a way again to come back. She's got a break point to level.
30-40.
Henin-Ardenne in real trouble in the tiebreak in the first, and she fought her way through that. She was in real trouble just about 5 minutes ago, where it looked like she was starting to feel it in her back and things were looking shaky, and instead of Kuznetsova taking advantage of that, she let it all go away.
Oh, nice angle. Game point, Kuznetsova.
That's the kind of high-risk play that Sveta likes to use, that just gives her team conniptions. They get very nervous watching the young Russian swing away like this. I'm sure they're happy for that one, but just relieved that she didn't overplay it.
Oh, anything you can do, and we're back to deuce. Gaston Garrios in front in the 4th set now. It looks like that's going to 5 against David Ferrer of Spain on the bull ring. Share with you that Yevgenia Korya played the final last year, taking on Davydenko, the Russian. Meredith said it, please. Davydenko's got the break in the 3rd set. Great point for Justine.
Merci.
There was a terrible forehand from Kuznetsova, or nearly mishit the thing.
I think it took a funny bounce, though. It looked like it took a funny bounce, and Kuznetsova was able to make the adjustment.
It landed barely in, and then bad error from Justine. Now game point Kuznetsova.
Mademoiselle Kuznetsova.
Pierre-Yves is Henin-Ardenne's husband. Coach shakes his head as Kuznetsova wins that game after Henin-Ardenne had chances. 5 games to 3. Kuznetsova now to serve.
And I'll bet you got to believe that Justine's back just got a little tighter all over again. A long match on a cold, windy day.
Kuznetsova is just 19 years old. And now then 22. Kuznetsova winning the US Open last year. It's Elena Dementcheva in the final.
Points from the second set. And just be interesting to see just how she plays this.
Oh, didn't have to play that one. Double fault from Enarden. That's the fourth from her in the match, and
a little surprising. Yeah. A little surprising
at that point.
And it doesn't usually give you those kind of freebies.
Set point.
Oh, and there goes her back again.
Was wide. Just she picked where Enarden was going with that backhand. It was wide open down the line. Another look.
That was a good friendly bounce for Justine. Gave her time to come in and attack.
Thought about hitting this volley and then decided, whoops. So, deuce.
Wow, nice one. Got behind her. Kuznetsova has gotten used to having her backhand attack throughout this match, and Justine very cleverly goes right back to the forehand side. Got away with it.
Saves a set point as Justine Enarden. 5-4 Kuznetsova. Kuznetsova's the US Open champ. She lost the first set to Justine Enarden, who has won the French championships 2 years ago. We are in the second set here. Kuznetsova is serving for it. Coming up here, Rafael Nadal and Sebastian Grosjean, followed by Marat Safin and Tommy Robredo. This match so far, we're in the second set, has lasted for 2 hours and 6 minutes. Kuznetsova now 3 points away from leveling at a set apiece. These two played in the final of Warsaw last month, won by Enarden 7-5 in the third. That's their first meeting on a clay surface.
But that is the one where Kuznetsova was up 4-2 in the third. And again, referring to her back. Kuznetsova with 2 good first serves in this game.
30 love.
Wow, did she miss that one? And that one.
30-15. Kuznetsova had a couple of easy rounds, then was taken to 3 sets by Marissa Irvin of the USA in the last round. Serving for the set, just tight.
Oh, that was a beauty.
Lips the line and a set point for Kuznetsova. Justine Henin again carrying a 20-match, 3-tournament win streak. In fact, she's only lost 1 match this year. Her shot spot confirms that was good. Set point. Set to Kuznetsova, and the Kuznetsova camp are delighted with this. The third set will decide the outcome here on Chatrier.